This is a camping with my boat adventure. I'm out here, Crown Land, and I'm going to be fishing. I'm going to be fishing all day long into the evening. I'm just going to be out here enjoying myself. But first I had to launch my boat into a public boat launch, which is unmaintained. Boat launches on Crown Land are often just created by hunters and anglers alike. But once my boat was in and I had my gear loaded up and Lexi on board, then I had to navigate carefully through this narrow river, which had some pretty shallow spots, some deadheads, and be mindful of any rocks that are below the surface. Once I was clear, I zoomed out of that river. There's nobody here. I got this whole place to myself, and I'm gonna share it with you. Come along. Welcome to the backcountry. Blue skies, absolutely gorgeous. Lexi's enjoying herself, mind you. She's gonna be really hot. Probably gonna stop somewhere along the way and go for a swim to cool down. I also got to keep an eye out for a decent place to pitch camp tonight. Right, because this is an overnight adventure, so I have to look for a place to live. Now this lake has a couple of established campsites, campsites that people utilize a lot, and I know there's a lot of folks come out here in big groups, so there are a couple of spots where there's campsites that can accommodate a lot of people. I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna find them, and probably stop and have a scan, look around, see what it looks like, see if it's a potential for me. And so far there's nobody out here. I'm completely by myself, but that could change. The day is still young. Oh, and by the way, to my ongoing subscribers, yes, I do have a boat. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for joining here today. For those who've been watching for a long time, this is an oddity to see me in a boat. But yes, I have boats. At one point I had 3 boats. So mostly you don't see my boat fishing trips. You see the canoeing, lots of canoeing, obviously. The channel's all about the outdoors. All right, let's take a look at this site here. Found the campsite. And this is an example of a site that's heavily used. There's an entire frame out there. I'll take you in closer, but got an excellent picnic table. It's relatively new too. Although the site doesn't look like anybody's been on here in a long time, like this year that is. I got moose tracks on the sandy beach right here. And let's take a look up there. So there's a frame there. So that's designed to throw tarps, and that's an entire cabin. We'll go in closer, but before we get to that, this side here comes complete with a target. Where is it? Right there. So you have your target for your axe throwing competition. And then we move up top. So the tall grass is all up, so that's why I'm thinking nobody's been here in a while, because nothing's flattened out. We got our fire pit, some benches, and then we got an entire frame here. Table. This all been done with a chainsaw. There's spikes everywhere in the trees to hang stuff. Look at that. Long tables. Lots of room for all your cleaning of fish and food prep and all that stuff. Just a pretty extensive framework. A lot of times when you see stuff like that, it's moose hunters. You get groups of moose hunters. And I'm kind of like on the fence about stuff. When you build a frame like that, I mean, I get it, you put in a lot of work to put it up and all that, but should you leave it up? I don't know. I don't think so. And then got some firewood underneath that tarp. A couple of racks for cooking over a campfire. And most likely up that way is going to be the bathroom, I'm going to say. I'm not going to go look right now, but this is definitely a nice place to camp. Okay, let's get back on the water. There was fish jumping out there. See if we can catch something. Back to fishing, which is what I'm supposed to be doing here. Yeah, I'm enjoying the weather, but I like my fishing. And I had to modify my stuff a little bit. I'm trolling, and I got my tether cord, and I had to put an extension on it because every time I reach over to grab the camera, I'll be killing my engine. So when I'm by myself in the boat, that's what I do. I put the tether cord on as a safety, right? First fish of the day, nothing special. Got me a little snot rocket. Nope, he's unhooked. Perfect. Well, he's the icebreaker, if anything. All right. Okay, let's see if we can improve on that one. What is it? Oh, another pike. Whoa, big fella. Whoa, 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 whoa. Little guy. Hook came off. Awesome. It's been a pike kind of day so far. I'm not going to show you all the pike that I caught because there was none that was really of fantastic size. That comes out all right. It was the first time I'm using this pink color, and it's been working at attracting pike, which is fine, whatever. Pike are attracted by everything, I think. But surprising to me, I haven't latched onto any good bass. But it's nice to have the electric motor just for this year. It's nice and quiet. You know, that motor, that tiller handle all day long, that vibrating on the hand, and the exhaust and the buzzing in your ears, I got away from it, you know. That's why I really enjoy my canoeing. It's peaceful, it's quiet. Yeah, you don't get to your spots as fast as you want to, obviously, but the rewards are there. You're slowing it down. You're enjoying nature a little bit more than when you have a buzzing engine. This is a 1 liter Yeti. I had it filled half with ice. Then I filled the rest with iced tea, homemade iced tea, It was probably 750 milliliters of iced tea in here. I've been chugging it down throughout the day. And this heat, to have something ice cold is, oh my God, it's a game changer. There is a trail, goes up to the top. There's a camping area up there. I went there, looked at it, and I'm not liking it. There's poles everywhere, similar to the other campsite that I showed earlier. I don't think anybody's been in there this year. I'm saying that because the ferns are all over the place. So the ferns have not been plucked, nor have they been flattened out from people walking around or people setting up camp and whatnot. So everything shows like nobody's camped out on this lake this year. So I'm just going to take 5 minutes, clean out an area right on the beach. I'm going to get set up right on the beach. The fish are not biting right now, so I figured I'd take this time, pitch camp, set up camp, and have that squared away, and then I'll go back and do some evening fishing. I have a twig stove with me, so you know what, I'm more than happy than to just camp out on this gravel beach right here. Low impact, you know, just run the twig stove tonight, no fire pit, no nothing, just my tent and the twig stove and my chair, and I'll be good to go. That swim was nice, and I got a pile of firewood ready to go. Not sure if I have enough. If not, there's lots of dead stuff just on the edge of the tree line right here, so if I don't have enough, it won't take long. I'm just running a twig stove tonight, like I said earlier. Oh! Oh! Damn! He totally spit out my lure. That was definitely a keeper. Totally spit my lure right out. Such as fishing. Too bad, because he would have secured supper. I guess I'm gonna have to work at it a little bit harder. On to the next one. This is what I've been getting, these little guys, but if I want to have something to eat in the way of fish tonight, I better hang on to some of them. So I'm going to hang on to him. Hopefully I can get something bigger. So those two little fish is all I have. That's what I decided to keep if I wanted to have a fish fry tonight. I had no choice but to keep these old guys. The fishing was tough. I caught fish quite consistently all day long, but nothing of any value, nothing worth presenting. Sometimes fishing is like that. In any case, I'm gonna clean up my two fish. I'm gonna clean them here on the lake before I make it my way back across the lake to my campsite on that beach, because that's the way I like to do it. I don't like to leave guts on my campsite. And head back. I'm gonna fry them up. Join me for supper. first burn for that wood stove or twig stove. I've had it for a while, but I hadn't had the chance to try it yet. But now, it's been a long day out there. Oh, that heat. Yeah, I worked it hard out on that water, and there was not a lot of reward, but there is a little bit of a reward. I'm still gonna have a little bit of fish. As much as that picnic table across the lake would have been super convenient, you know what, I wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't feeling that campsite with all those makeshift tables and all those makeshift poles hanging everywhere and ridge lines everywhere. You know, I don't know. That fire pit was overflowing with ashes, and yeah, that site needs some cleaning up. But at least there's no trash. Yeah, the trash is what gets me. I don't understand the trash. Same with this side here behind me. The trail goes up, and it's a bit of a plateau up in the forest there, where people have been camping out. And same ideas on the other side. There's makeshift tables and stuff like that, but at least there's no trash. I went a little extra crispy on the fish. The fry's just right. A little bit of salt on the potatoes, of course. You gotta have salt on your potatoes. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go have supper. Beautiful morning, absolutely gorgeous. The sun is behind me in the trees, so I'm in the shade right now, and I'm okay with that. It was so hot yesterday. I brought, had some change of clothes just in case, always do, so I'm in a clean shirt today, feels good. My other one is just dripping wet from sweating all day long in that sun. Boy, it was hot, and it's going to be another scorcher today. But now I'm going to enjoy my coffee, and then I have a big breakfast planned. Oh yeah, let's give it a try. I have to say one thing. If you ever out camping and you see a beach, that beach always seems like a great place to camp, a good idea, you know, a nice sandy beach or a light gravel beach. But I personally hate it because you have to be so careful because sand gets everywhere, including your food. And boy, when you got a nice supper, a nice meal, something, and you're eating it and then suddenly you go crunch on a grain of sand, oh, that just kills it. Me personally, I don't care for beaches. I don't have sand in my food, but man, you have to be careful not to get sand in your food. You have to be so careful. I have to hold it for her or else she's gonna drop it in the sand. I just know my dog.